Hey there, crafty friends, and welcome. My name is Nala, also known as Segura's Craft on social media, and I am new to the Pixie Dust Design team. And today, we're going on a little outdoor adventure, but without leaving the craft room. We'll be playing with the Camping Day die and the outdoor fun stamp and coordinating die from Pixie Dust Designs, which are absolutely perfect for creating that nature-loving scene. I am so excited to show you how these dies can really bring the magic of camping to life. So grab your crafting supplies, maybe your favorite ink. Mine's are anything that makes purple. And let's jump right in. Okay, so the first thing I did was stamp, color, and die cut all the elements from the outdoor fun stamp set. And I did that off camera to kind of help us save with time. Now, I'll admit, I got a little ahead of myself here. I got so excited about the window that I cut it before creating my background. But hey, crafting is all about problem solving, right? So even if you make a mistake, you can still make it work. I used a die shape to cut out a window, but honestly, you can experiment with whatever shapes you like. If you're feeling adventurous, you could even use a circular or a star-shaped window to give it a dreamy, whimsical vibe. The possibilities are endless. Time to get inky. For my background, I wanted to create the perfect serene twilight scene. So I reached for my trusty Distress Oxide inks. For the sky, I blended Uncharted Mariner and Shaded Lilac, two shades that are perfect in creating that soft late evening glow. I just made sure that when I am blending my inks, I do put multiple layers. This allows your inks to do a smooth transition. The Uncharted Mariner adds a deep, rich blue that mimics the night sky, while the Shaded Lilac gives a gentle transition between day and night. It's like watching the sky slowly fade to dusk, which I absolutely love. Here's where we add a little magic. I wanted to get my sky that dreamy, starry look, so I used some white pigment ink, dabbed it on my desk, added a spritz of water, and used a paintbrush to flick it onto my background. This splatter technique creates perfect little stars, and honestly, it's just one of my favorite things to do. There's something so satisfying about creating a night sky from just a few flatters, and it adds so much character to the scene. Plus, it's a good reason to make a mess in your craft room. Look at that. A sky full of stars with just a few simple steps. If you're feeling extra creative, you could even use some glitter or shimmer spray to make those stars sparkle. You know I love anything that adds a little extra shine. For the grass, I went with Lucky Clover and Bundle Sage. Lucky Clover has a dark, bolder green, which works great for the areas where the tree and the shadow falls, while Bundle Sage is a softer, light green, perfect for creating highlights and making that grass look like it's catching some of the evening glow from our campfire. After I removed the tape protecting my grass area, I started blending my Lucky Clover and my Bundle Sage again to create that smooth gradient. I love how that darker green at the bottom fades into the lighter green at the top. It almost looks like the grass is glowing where the campfire light would be. This really helps set the mood for a cozy evening in the woods. To create my second flap inside my card, I'm taking an A2 size panel, which is 5.5 by 4.25, and I'm gonna square it at the 1/4 mark. This just creates a little hinge for us to be able to create that extra layer in our card. Using my score buddy, I scored my panel and enforced my fold, and I kept it folded in because that is how we're going to assemble it inside of the card. While it's folded in, made sure that it was even, and I placed it right up to the top score line of my card base and making sure it's a strong hold before continuing my project. Now comes the fun part, building the scene. When building a scene, I like to think of it as telling a story. In this case, I was imagining a couple of friends out camping, enjoying the night air around a cozy fire. So I started placing my squirrel buddies front and center because let's face it, they are the star of the show now. I forgot to put in my back piece, so I added some liquid adhesive and I carefully slipped the background into our window space to have a continuation in our background. Next, I positioned the tent off to the side. I wanted it to look like it was catching the warm glow from the fire, so I angled it just a bit. Now, one thing I love to do is add a little personal touch. I included a little tree stump in the scene for some added character. It felt like the perfect spot for our little campers to sit and enjoy their marshmallows. And to give the stump some extra detail, I used a brown color pencil to add wood grain and texture. It is all about those little details. They really help bring your scene to life. I also added some trees, a cloud, and a glowing moon to complete the scene. I love how the trees frame the scene, making it feel like you're peeking into a hidden forest. The moon adds that final touch of nighttime magic. And just look at how the whole thing came together. It's like you're right there, camping under the stars. To wrap it up, I added my sentiments on top using some black ink, and there you have it. Our adorable camping scene is complete. Thank you so much for crafting with me today, friends. I hope you enjoyed creating this fun outdoor scene as much as I did. Remember, crafting is not only a way to express creativity, it is also a wonderful way to unwind and support your mental health. So keep creating, stay inspired, and until next time,